You guys want to see a magic trick? Here we go. Ta-da! The mirror has returned. Miraculously. Eh. 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 Ah. Nah. Oh! Oh yeah, oh we're definitely gonna go down here. Oh. So in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm such a child. Anyway, let's stop and have a quick peek at what I'm riding. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is weird. Well, boys and girls, here we are. This is my ride. Kawasaki Z750. As it is right now is the way I bought it. I didn't add anything. Well, I'm lying. I did add one thing. We'll get to that in a second. But 99% of what you see right now is as it was when I bought it from some guy on the internet. Let's go over the modifications of the bike. The first one, and before I begin, I might sound like a complete retard, but they changed the exhaust system. It sounds amazing. The only thing is that I have no clue whatsoever what brand it is. There's no marking, no logo, nothing on it that I can somewhat make out who manufactured it, but I'm completely at a loss. Maybe some of you guys know what it is. I think it might be a Shark, because I've seen a similar type of double exhaust system that they have, and it resembles it a bit. But if any of you guys know what it is, please give me a hand, because I don't want to sound like an idiot every time people ask me what kind of exhaust I have. Apart from the exhaust, these crash protectors on both sides. The other side is a bit scratched, and why it is scratched, I'll get to that right away. Oh yeah, see this? I just came back from the dealership to get my mirror installed again, and well, there's 3 bolts. There's this one, and one over here that you have to tighten. Well, they tightened this one and this one, but they forgot about this one. So while I was riding, I just maybe a couple minutes after I left the dealership, all of a sudden my mirror just plummeted, and I had to bend it this way because I couldn't reach the front brake anymore. So anyway, you can laugh at that for a while when you have recovered. The other mods are LED front lights and also LED indicators. Also these nifty monster stickers. I especially like this one because it mixes well with the black background, and the green, Kawasaki green, just looks good on it. And also because I don't have a tank pad, it takes away a bit of the staleness of this part. There's another one down here. I have no idea if you can see it. What else? The one thing that I added to the bike was the Fender Eliminator tail tidy, just because it looks a lot better. Also, LED taillight with integrated indicators. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So, I just mentioned these crash protectors on the other side are a bit scratched. Well, that's actually an interesting story. Behind the building where I live, they have this sort of compound where all the garages are for all the people who live in the surrounding buildings. And that's also where I practiced my maneuvering when I didn't have my permit yet. So before every riding lesson, I took out my bike from the garage and I went for a stroll down there to practice the maneuvers, the U-turn, the slalom, the figure eights, my emergency braking, and so on and so forth. And one day I was practicing my U-turns, and I had done them already successfully about 4 or 5 times. And I wanted to push myself a little bit, so I tried to perform the U-turn a little bit faster than I had been doing it. And I was going through a pretty narrow bit of the compound because I wanted to give me an extra difficulty level. And I was going down, and I'm starting to brake, and I start turning slowly. I turn my head, but the mistake I made, I didn't turn my head completely as you should do to follow through, and instead my eyes got caught staring at something. I can't even remember what it was. So instead of turning, I was going straight, and so my front tire caught a curb, and I smashed into the ground sideways, smashing my knee into the pavement. But luckily I was wearing my trusty Kevlar jeans, and nothing was wrong with me. Luckily nothing happened, because let me tell you, if I wasn't wearing my jeans that day, I would have completely shattered my knee, because all of the weight of the bike came down with me. And as I'm lying there, completely embarrassed and a bit in shock, I see a car pulling out of its driveway, and the dude is looking at me, straight at me, so he saw what happened. And as my eyes catches he just turns his head and drives off. So I'm like, okay, but that's not even all. I turn my head from the car that's driving away, and I look up, because I heard a noise, and I see this woman peeking out her head from the window. And as she's staring at me, she sees me lying there. She just pulls her head back in, closes the window, and closes the curtains even. And I'm lying there like, what? The guy in the car, he definitely saw exactly everything that happened. The woman might have seen it, I don't know. She might have just peeked her head out because she heard the ruckus. But still, she saw me lying there, and neither of them even bothered asking if I was okay. For all they knew, I could have really hurt myself. And don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting everyone to just drop whatever you're doing and rush over to help me out. But just some at least some kind of human decency. Well, that's actually the story of my very first crash. Yeah. Look at it. Instead of being upwards and proud, it's just meh. So, there you have it. My bike with all the mods. My not so impressive right mirror. If you wonder what type of gloves these are SF1s from 5. They're some nice summer gloves, all perforated, and they look badass, if you ask me. It gets you a lot of attention from the women folk. Well, how disappointing. I've spotted an alternate route, whatever. Oh my god, I need to tuck my head in. Oh my god, I'm such a reckless person. Oh, now everyone's gonna think I just smashed my mirror into something. I can already hear them laughing. Oh look, it's Mr. Can't Get His Mirror Up. Don't judge me. You don't know my story. It's a medical condition, okay?